Hi. Hello everyone, this is Aegon of Astora, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Elden Ring. This is episode number 39, being recorded on Saturday, April the 8th, 2023. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, whenever it is you find yourself watching this. Oh, once again, virtually every time I warp to a place to start an episode, the game decides, yeah, you know what? I think we should make the weather foggy so they can't see anything. But they don't need, well, you know, I suppose to be fair, in this instance we don't really need to see anything. Because the thing we need is right here, although, and you can see Ride Lucari in the distance, is just a bit, it's obscured just a little bit. So we are looking for the Night Sky Unceasing Belfry, which is this one. Night Sky Unceasing. This is, of course, Caelid, whatever number it is. And we are going to return to Caelid, but as we finally got our hands on the stone sword key, imbued stone sword key, whatever it was called. Sword stone, imbued sword stone. Figured we would see what is behind this sending gate before proceeding. So let's do it. Oh, Night Sky Unceasing. How did I not understand that part of it? Of course it's here. Okay, so remember we saw a Crucible Knight here. There they are. Here I thought we were done with Nokron. We can call Torrent, thankfully. I really should have known that this was Night Sky Unceasing. Alright, because yeah, all those episodes I spent wondering, like, oh, I wonder what's off in the distance here. I guess there's no way of, I could have known for sure, but wow. Okay, makes sense. So now the question is, I guess we just have to hop down in all of these intermediate steps. Oh, okay. Again, I do think that the falling distance, even though I'm typically too conservative, it's the one way in which you could argue I am conservative. Even though I'm typically too conservative with the falling damage, or my assumption of what will constitute falling damage, I think the game is also a bit inconsistent about how it handles falling damage. Some Ghost Glovewort. Modded necklace. A vividly covered accoutrement, precious to the ancestral followers, raises immunity, robustness, and focus. Said to be a budding horn, the ancestral followers believe that the horns of a long-lived beast continue to bud like antlers over and over again until the beast one day becomes an ancestral spirit. Okay, so there is still that thing there. Don't tell me that's all that's here. So welcome. You have the right to fight a primordial knight. Enjoy. That's okay. That appears to be all this is. But from a lore perspective, I guess it makes sense. Because someone had to come and retrieve the black blade. And there was no way for them to do that until the crater opened. So they needed a sending gate. But then, does that mean they came, they got the black blade, they somehow warped back, and in addition to that, they destroyed this bridge. Oh, and adding to that, they would need to have destroyed some bridge which linked this lower part to Nokron proper, because of course this is the river well. Nokron proper is up there, so actually yeah, never mind everything I just said, because of course you could just access this area through the Shifra river well, which also is accessible via Caelid, so never mind. Doesn't make any sense. Okie dokes. Ouch. That started off really well and evolved rather quickly. And it did no drops even. What the heck? Okay, well, suppose that's it. That was a bit disappointing. But I suppose just like crumbling Farum Azula, it's meant to sort of entice you as to, oh, like, what is this place? Don't you want to come here? Look at all the cool things you can do in the distance. Doesn't it look visually striking? So, you know, I guess it accomplishes that in the sense that if we hadn't been here yet, I'd be like, wow, what is this place? Oh my gosh, it looks so cool. I can't parody myself very well. But yeah, I suppose it would accomplish that. But of course, we've already done the rest of Nokron except for this place, which I assume at some point we'll find a sending gate that will lead us there. And then other than that, I'm just looking to see if there are any other places in the distance. This is where the elevator leads, and leads up, I think, to Caelid. Okay, well, I guess we're going back to Caelid then. So, and of course, yeah, we do still have to do the Great Waterfall Crest, but as I mentioned previously, I think we should wait until we finished Caelid at minimum and started doing the Altus Plateau in order to return to that. So, Dragonbarrow appears to be the next place. So we left off at the Church of the Plague, and there was a spirit spring here which lifted us up to the next level. There were all those dragons there. But I was looking at the map and I saw that, there was that castle next to where the dragons were, or the dragons I think were about here. But there's this path which leads over here, and we've already sort of unlocked this. So what I think we should do is start at this site of grace, and then maybe we'll head west first to see whatever the heck this is, and then after that we will sort of head east again and see what the rest of the area. Maybe we'll check this thing out second. Yeah, I think that sounds like a good plan, so let's head there now. Although I'm wondering now, because honestly, I cannot remember the circumstances under which we unlocked this site of grace initially. I'm reasonably certain we were after a map, and we saw that that was the location of the map. This trench down here we have gone through because, yeah, that was from the Deep Schiefer well over to the Colosseum. Ah, yes, okay, we jumped over the trench right here. Right there. And that's the Kalem ruins there. Okay, so I understand where we are now. Okay. And how we got here. Okay, is it just a dragon corpse there? Rip dragon friend. Someone in the comments. Oh, look, there's a shiny orb. Whoa. Oh, FromSoft. Someone in the comments commented, appropriately enough. Oh. I guess we've not looted everything over on this side. So yeah, that's one of those, there are like 8 or 9 graves there or something. That same sort of setup we've seen in many different places. Someone in the comments commented on the meaning of barrel, and it was sort of an archaic meaning, which didn't exactly coincide with that which I speculated about when we first came to this area, when we first took Ascending Gate here. I don't remember exactly what the definition was, so we will have to look that up again at some point. But it was something different, I think, from what I was suspecting, which was, something like a wheelbarrow, but for dragons. The meaning was somewhat different than that, I seem to recall. It's very little here, but a bunch of red-eyed doggos. Whoops. Sorry, Torrent. Ouch. Okay, that hurts. Ouch. Ah, these are stronger than the other doggos. Gosh. Awkward combat is awkward. panic dodges. Whew. Beast blood. Not really worth it, I don't think. So maybe we should just try to stealth by the rest of them. It is interesting, the presence of some of these, like, normal goats. And here's some normal eagle friends. Things that are not... This is Site of Grace. Things that are not corrupted and poisoned and just dreadful. Mutated is the word I'm looking for, as a merchant friend. Like everything else in Caelid. Isolated merchant's shack. Hello.
Well, there's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here at the end of the earth?
Well, it depends. What do you got for me? Dragon Wound Grease, I suppose that's appropriate given where we are. We might actually pick these up and rely on these at some point. Festering Bloody Finger, we don't need. Gravel Stone, a small clump of sharp pointed stones, material used for crafting items. Such compound stones found in the lands once beset by ancient dragons are said to be the scales of those very beasts. Ritual Pot, might as well pick that up. Spiked Cestus, a cestus with the rivets replaced by blood loss inducing spikes. Fist weapons come in pairs, and two-handing this weapon will equip it to both hands. Serpent Arrow, arrow carved to resemble a flying snake, used in tandem with the serpent bow. Loyal minions of the formless serpents, their fangs are daubed with deadly poison. So, I wonder, and we'll just buy one of these, I wonder if we can use that with a normal bow, because it says used in tandem with the serpent bow. Beast Repellent Torch, a torch which burns oil infused with a special incense. The aroma pacifies wild beasts. Okay, so we'll have to pick this one up and potentially use it against Gerank if he goes wild again. Torches such as these were used to keep unwelcome beasts away from treasure troves hidden in caves. Land of Reed's Helm. The Land of Reeds has long been locked in a miserable civil war, during which time it has remained alienated from the cultures of its neighbors. Little wonder that the entire nation has succumbed to blood-soaked madness, or so it is said. So, is that supposed to be, like, this is supposed to be a direct reference to Japan, right? Like ancient Japan? Because my understanding of Japanese history is that, this is Japanese history, that they were essentially isolated from all outsiders, anyone who wasn't on the island of Japan, and that during that time there were many sort of feudal samurai lords who, it's probably not the correct term, but who were fighting one another in sort of a civil war of wars, or a war of civil wars, I don't know. Yeah, really interesting. Although, you know, I suppose the one part that is not true about that is the whole blood-soaked madness thing. The grimy outer mantle is made from withered reeds from the warrior's birthplace. Perhaps its comforts extend to nostalgic thoughts of home. Note Getaway, or Gateway. Contains information about a gateway, sure. It contains information about a hidden cave, alright. Well, thank you, friend. You have been quite helpful, I gotta say.
Have a safe journey.
And you as well, if you ever end up living up to your name as a nomad. I suppose he's just referred to as an isolated merchant, but still. Fort Gale in Caelid houses a gateway that leads to Redmane Castle. Thanks. Thanks for the info, friend. I was not aware of that. Oh, man. There's a hidden cave in the town of Sellia. Look beyond the graveyard at the precipice. Okay, we may have missed that. So, for at least, you know, he's 1 for 2. So, maybe after we finish exploring this little nook, we should go look for that cave. Oh, gosh darn it. Oh, no. Okay, that works. Ash of War, Skyshot. Skyshot, archery skill performed from a low stance. Ready the bow, then fire an arrow high up into the air, arcing so as to strike the enemy from above when it comes down. Okie dokie. What a dreadful place Caelid is. Can this arrow reach? I'm curious. Oh, what the? No. Okay. That archer has an eagle eye. My goodness. Serves me right for trying to mess with them from up here. That was ridiculous. Okay, again, I don't want to bother fighting all of these doggos. However, I do want to make sure we're not missing any items here, so let's just do a real quick run through and make sure that there are no chests or anything. It does appear as though it's just a bunch of doggos and goats. Yeah, not really much else over here. So, let's go see if we can find this hidden cave. Look beyond the graveyard at the precipice. So look beyond the graveyard at the precipice. So, I was thinking that was up here, but it could also be down there, I suppose. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Okay, that was very, very, very close. Yeah, this whole area could be described as a graveyard. I don't know if it would qualify as being at the precipice, though. We have the spirit spring there. Because I was thinking it would be up here. Indeed. Ah. Okay, well. Sellia Hideaway. So those of you who missed the previous episode are probably thinking, oh gosh, here goes Aegon. He's gonna light the site of grace and then he's gonna run away. No. Believe it or not, we are actually doing the area now. don't know why I felt the need to buff my weapon, but there we are. I suppose it doesn't hurt. Also, we have all that additional FP that we've been adding, so I might as well use it. Golden Rune level 3. Oh, crud. That was dreadful. What? What the heck is that? Oh, what is that? I don't like it. I don't like the sounds of it. You're lucky I'm distracted, friend. By whatever the heck that sound was. Oh, snail friend, I'm sorry. Oh, that's... I don't like the sounds of that friend. I think that's a one-way exit. Okie dokie, glowstone. This place is a bit unnerving. Interesting. Okay, so before we go down, let's see what's in this cave within a cave over here. Stick of Marika. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Without messages, I would, in all likelihood, be totally lost going through this game. Even with the messages, I'm still kind of lost as to how to get over there. Ah, preserving boluses. Very nice. Crystal spear. Spear fashioned from pure crystal, a deed impossible for a human. Enwreathed with powerful magic, its attack scales with intelligence. The inscrutable Crystalians have but one clear purpose, to safeguard their crystals unto the end. One theory posits that they yearn for the return of their creator, who will carve for them new brethren. Could this be a sorcery, but didn't expect armament? Indeed. Okay, where to now? I'm a bit turned around. We do have to remember, insofar as it's possible, to go back. Because there was that likely down spot. So we will have to return there, make sure we're not missing anything. Crystal dart. Okay, that's the boss fog up there. There's gotta be some way for us to access that spot. So let's head over here, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. Friends, you give yourselves away. They sort of glisten in their crystals anyway. Glisten in the light. Okay, well, we do have to return to go to that quote-unquote likely down spot. But yeah, might as well see what the boss has in store. Crystalians, I suppose that makes sense. They're just standing there. Oh no, I'm dead. Now I see why that one message was talking about trio. Now, which one did I... Oh no, out of stamina. Thankfully, they're rather patient. Crystal Torrent. Sorcery of the Mysterious Crystalians creates a mass of crystal, then fires off shards in rapid succession. Hold to continue firing shards. The Wrath of the Crystalians, encapsulated in sorcery. Each shard is of substantial size, making even a stray blow capable of inflicting a severe wound. So it's interesting that their attacks inflicted scarlet rot upon us because, yeah, this is, for starters, I suppose, the first time we've seen one of the Crystalians outside of Liurnia. And yeah, it's an interesting, not really sure what to make of it. But certainly they didn't seem to be themselves inflicted with, like, they didn't seem to be suffering the effects of scarlet rot. Like, they weren't mutated in any way. They were still Crystalians. They still behaved mechanically the same way that Crystalians typically behave. The only difference is that, yeah, so in other words, I'm wondering, did they intentionally, oh wait, did I just stumble upon the path I was looking for? Maybe not. Ah, okay. Likely down. Maybe it would be wise. I feel like I've already switched this with Rainbow Stones, but it keeps coming back. Oh, okay. We only have one. It can only be broken by a seal breaker, okay? Gosh, what is that? It's gonna be an illusory wall here, or no? Oh, it's one of them. Oh, gosh darn it. Dreadful friend to face when you only have one flask. Unless... works for me. Sorry, friend. Enjoy that cheese. Oh, okay, that works, that's fine. Ghost Glovewort, level 4. Ah, stimulating policies. Lost Ashes of War. Very nice. Even though I don't think we've used any of those yet. I'm sure we'll find a use for them eventually. Like, in other words, I know what they're used for. I just, yeah, haven't felt compelled to use them yet. Somber Smithing Stone level 4. this is the one-way exit we came across earlier. We've still not found this one friend. Sorry, friend. Alright, well, I'm satisfied. Oh. Just as I say that, I start hearing another friend mining. Ah. Sorry, friend. Is this the entrance? There was no site of grace here, was there? Oh, there was, never mind. Do we want to give it one more once over? I don't feel like it can be that important, so let's just move on. To the next area, which, yeah, I suppose would be just going east from Dragonbarrow West. No, I just want to get rid of this marker. There we go. Alright, let's do it. We spoke to that friend in the previous episode or the episode prior, and they were basically mocking the dragons. Of which there were several just right there. Do not believe we've explored this area. We have not. So this suggests that there should be a dragon friend somewhere. Not a dragon friend, a giant friend, I should say. Because, yeah, we cannot access that ourselves. Need a giant friend to come and open it for us. Oh, I wonder if a dragon would suffice. Over here, dragon friend. The fellowman friend didn't work that one time. Oh. Hey, aren't you chasing me? Over here. What the heck? This is a very tolerant dragon. don't think you can poison them. Oh, you can. Okay. Takes quite a few arrows, though. Okay. Dragon friend, you sure you don't want to just come over to the side here? Right here. Over here. Hello? Very good. Okay. Now... Oh, crud. Where did it go? Here. Wouldn't you like to come a little bit further in this direction? Do that flying thing again? I think that would be perfect. Yeah, if you could come over here and smash this statue, that would be great. Okay. Please? Yes, thank you. Smithing stone level 5. Okay, that's good. I do believe we are in need of that. Rolled too early there, but thankfully got away with it. No, crud, missed. Rip random dragon. Dragon's like, what is my life? I don't even get a life. I don't even get a HP bar. Or a boss HP bar. I ruined the joke by messing up the terminology. Here's a scarab. Another giant scarab. Whoa. Plenty of HP, so... Oh, gosh darn it. Okay, but apparently no drops. Okay, so there is an Evergaol here. That's what I thought it was. Sellia Evergaol. We even still in Sellia? I guess we're fairly nearby. Okie dokie. Do love the look of the Evergaols. You see this sort of curtain that shrouds the rest of the area in darkness. It's a really cool idea. I like this a lot. Battlemage Hugues? Hugues. Hugues. Spend the whole boss fight trying to figure out how to say his name. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell, used to summon the spirit of Battlemage Hugues. Hugues came from Sellia to study the Haima Conspectus at the Academy, where he became a battle mage. Haima scholars seek to quell conflict with cannon fire and the gavel, but Hugues developed a longing for it. I assume the it there is conflict. With cannon fire and the gavel, so in other words, with judgment and battle, with judicial system and war. I don't know what exactly they're trying to say about that, but trying to quell conflict, but then he grew to desire conflict. Trying to remember. There was one place, but perhaps I'm thinking of Altus Plateau. There was a place where there was like a river. It appeared to be in dreadful shape. Yeah, Seethwater River. So I keep thinking that that is here. Some Zed fighting over there. Just trying to make sure that we've done everything, because I don't remember coming across this friend here in Caelid. Nor do I remember crossing this tree. So we might have to return to that. But yeah, not easy to accurately map everything in this game. It's because the world is so massive and there's so many tiny little nooks and crannies that it's quite easy to get distracted and just forget to come back to things. As you all well know, having watched almost 40 episodes of this playthrough at this point. Oh, gosh darn it, another dragon. I suppose there's no reason why I needed to attack this dragon. Not for just 3,400 souls. So, yeah, I kind of feel bad now. Because, you know, I'm used to, in a Souls game, when they put a dragon in front of you, typically that means you have to fight the dragon. And typically, in many instances anyway. There are cases, obviously, I can think of where that's not the case. And given that the dragons more or less litter the landscape here, I need to rethink my approach, I suspect. Gravelstone. Golden level 5. Yeah, the only danger in rethinking my approach is that I may miss things as a result because, you know, I'm thinking now like, oh, is there a cave over here or something? Does not look that way. Although, yeah, if there's just dragons walking around. Not really many reasons to fight them all. Just sort of start looking at them as environmental hazards. What would this wall have been doing here? What reason would there be for a wall to be there? Yeah, and the dragons actually don't seem to be too bothered. Oh. Perhaps I spoke too soon. Oh, yeah, okay. But still, yeah, I stood right in front of its face, so, like, what is it supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? Okay, is that the giant dragon? Okay, that's, that is the giant dragon, I think. Yeah, there's the spirit spring right there. Oh, crud. Okay, it's waking up. Oh. Oh my gosh, the hitbox here. It's ridiculous. Okay, so we got the debuff active now. I was thinking we'd be able to just sort of climb onto... Oh, where's the site of grace? Oh, whoops. Fort Faroth. Faroth? Faroth or Faroth? Why do I feel like we've heard that name before? Should we check out the exterior first? So that right there is the Bestial Sanctum. Now, maybe we'll start with Fort Faroth. We'll just walk around the perimeter. Oh, not much of a perimeter. Surprise attack, I don't see anything here. Oh, what the heck? Okay. Okay, that's really interesting, actually. Don't see any reason for that, but yeah, I'm sure there is one. Alright, might as well have a rest before we head inside then. No, gosh darn it. Really am not a fan of fighting winged creatures in this game. Speaking of which, I talked in an earlier episode about, this would have been Stormville Castle or something. I was talking about, oh gosh darn you. I was talking about the birds who built a bird's nest, or bird I should say, who built a bird's nest right above our outdoor sort of patio area. And yeah, they've since built another one. So I wonder if that's supposed to be the offspring of the other birds. They're like, oh yeah, I know of this really safe spot. So we'll go build a nest there and it'll be fine. Except this one was, you know, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, was not built quite as well as the previous nest. This is a weird fort. Several friends who have been hanged. Does not look pleasant. No, I don't know why I'm shooting them with a poison arrow. That is not going to end well. Ouch. And these opera bats, using those vocal cords for art and for battle. Oh gosh darn it. Okay, we should summon someone here. And why don't we try Redmane Knight Olga, even though... Oh. FP use. FP requirement too significant, I suppose, potentially? Or do we need to equip it first? FP costs 106. Oh yeah, okay, so hold on. Need to... Oh, waste. Did say that they attack immediately. Waste no time whatsoever. Oh gosh darn it. Okay. Does that mean you also don't move? Friend. Friend, there's a... Oh gosh darn it. Should have summoned them over here. Yep. Oh, you can move. Okay, that's good. Thank you, friend. Olga. Nice to have some assistance, I gotta say. Okay. As with the elevators, there always seems to be something going on the sides of ladders here. Ah, Dectus Medallion, right. So we can now activate the Grand Lift of Dectus. That's tremendous. Right half of split medallion depicting the Erdtree. Brandishing the medallion with both halves conjoined will activate the Grand Lift of Dectus, connecting the Altus Plateau to Liurnia. The left half is said to reside in the coastal Fort Height to the far west. So I wonder, will that allow us to continue Kenneth Height's storyline? Because presumably he's aware of the medallions. It might be a bit presumptuous, but he would have to be, you would think. Although, you know, I guess he didn't really mention, oh, you took the half of my medallion. Oh, I was expecting someone of noble stature to take the medallion from me. Classic Kenneth Height. Okay. The lack of any friends nearby scares me. I suppose everyone here is a ghost. Oh. Sorry, friend. Dawn Soldier Gauntlets. Is that Olga taking care of that friend? I guess so. Why doesn't he warp up here? He's supposed to be able to warp. I thought. Okay, now he's gone anyway. Oh, way too early. Funny, they seem to spawn in pairs, so I guess the point of that thing happening just outside is to attune you to the fact that they spawn in pairs. Wow, 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 wow. Ah, neutralizing boluses. Okay, so we're gonna have to drop down at some point to get some of the items that are down there, or in the rafters rather. But first, let's just make sure there's nothing else up here. Okay, this time only one person was summoned for some reason. That's curious. Not sure what that's about. Oh, thank you. I was about to heal, but that takes care of it. Okay, so there's a ladder here. Oh. Hello. Okay, so I guess that's the last of them, based on the fact that we just got a refill. Yeah, that's all the way down to the ground. All right. Thought I heard some form of creature. Golden Rune level 12. Yeah, obviously we've already acquired the primary loot in the area. Oh, this is silly. My thought process there was that, I was going to say that there was probably multiple rats there. Oh, you have your rat friend in your mouth? What's going on? Oh my goodness. That was frightening. Havoc physics engine, everyone. It's still present. Well, same to you. Ooh. Rare item. Radagon's Soar Seal. This legendary talisman is an eye engraved with an Elden rune, said to be the seal of King Consort Radagon. Greatly raises vigor, endurance, strength, and dexterity, but also increases damage taken by a similar measure. Solemn duty weighs upon the one beholden, not unlike a gnawing curse from which there is no deliverance. Okie dokie then. So, I imagine that's probably it. However, there's that one other spot where we can drop down, but from which there's no ladder to go back up. So let us drop down there before moving on from here. I believe it was here. No. That is where we entered. This just goes down to the ground. Okay, I guess that's it then. Indeed. Okay. Cool. Fort Faroth, or excuse me, Fort Faroth, I guess. It was quite the place. Yeah, I've been thinking about this massive dragon. And like, how are you supposed to deal with it? I don't know. Don't know that there is going to be any good way to deal with it. I'm now thinking about... Oh, this friend. We're not touching that friend. They can stare off into the distance all they want. Granted, I'm sure the debuff that we received from the massive dragon had something to do with it, but yeah, how the heck do we get over to the other side? But yeah, we are not touching that friend again. I meant to actually pull out binocular there, or telescope, because yeah, that looks kind of strange, but yeah, because this dragon, like, there's no way we're supposed to fight it straight up. I don't even think that would be possible. Oh, okay, so there's this path here that I suppose we're supposed to follow to the north. And we took it south. Maybe I'll quickly double check and make sure that there's no way we can sort of jump over the edge over here. Because if we can't make it to that minor Erdtree from here, excuse me, then the only thing left to do really is deal with those dragons, but you know, I don't feel like we're equipped to do that just yet. In that, you know, I don't think it's necessarily a strength thing. Oh, wait a second. Okay, I think I just messed it up. I don't think it's a strength thing. I think it's a knowing what to do thing. Yeah, then maybe there's some item or something that we're supposed to use to pacify the dragon. I don't know. Okay, so this is where we want to go. Yeah, there's a death volume there for sure. Okie dokie then. Let's go back to the Dragonbarrow West bonfire site of grace. Okay, this time I will set a waypoint to ensure that we're taking the right path. Alright. Oh, there's another dragon friend. Just run right by. Thank you. For not being too super aggressive. Appreciate that. And a side of grace. Dragonbarrow Fork. Okay, so I guess it's a fork in that we can go up or down. Our exploration heuristic says up before down. However, we're going to go down first. Hello, room bear friend. Or are you just a normal bear? Oops. I was not expecting to one-shot you. Some penguins. I assume this is a cave? Yep. Dragonbarrow Cave. Okay. In keeping with our new approach, let's do it. Okay, there's going to be some sort of trap here. Oh gosh, darn it, a rune bear. No, that's not what I wanted. All crud. Oof. Not a good start. Oh, crud. Oh, that's bad. Whoops. This rune bear has a lot of HP. Like a lot of HP. Dreadful stamina management. Oh. GG rune bear. Wow, that was quite the battle. Gold-tinged excrement and beast blood. Whew. Okay, we may have missed something in the other room. Quote-unquote room. May have been items, indeed. Site of Grace was here. Oh, frame rate just dropped precipitously. Okay, that's a one-way drop. So we'll have to return here. I don't know why I'm still picking. Oh, hi dear friends. I don't know why I'm still picking up all these crafting materials as though I'm going to use them. Although still, I feel like at some point in the game we might come to a point where... Ooh. Safety. Thank you for letting me know. At some point in the game we might come to a point where we pick up some recipe book that, you know, has all sorts of stuff that we want. Maybe the best boluses there ever was. And yeah, I want to be able to craft that stuff. Bull Goat's Talisman. A talisman depicting the horns of a bull goat raises poise. Bull goats are associated with the stout and mighty Tragoth, who's said to be unflinching in combat, now a silent comrade to those who fight. Well, Rip to Tragoth. We've already murdered him. On behalf of Patches. Of all people. Okay, so I think next is going to be the one-way drop. Indeed. One other thing that picking up the crafting materials does is it serves as sort of a record of where you've been, which I think is very helpful. Sorry, whoa, you have a ton of HP. So again, I mentioned in an earlier episode that I was trying not to be bothered by people saying like, oh, I'm so disappointed that you're over leveled. Because, frankly, the game responds in time. Like, in this case, I feel like we are... The game has already basically caught up to me. You could probably still argue that I'm over-leveled for this area, but yeah, a lot of these enemies are not more difficult. They're just more attack spongy. It's my perspective anyway. Golden Rune level 8. Beast Blood. Okay. And again, just to give credit where it's due and admit that I was wrong, the design of these dungeons, yeah, I think keeps getting better. So, kudos to FromSoft. What are you? Oh, they're peace. Wow, okay, interesting. Oh! Did not realize we had stumbled into a boss fight. Flame Drake Talisman +2. Talisman depicting a trio of red ancient dragons, vastly boosts fire damage negation. The ancient dragons who ruled in the prehistoric era before the Erdtree would protect their lord as a wall of living rock, and so it is that the shape of the dragon has become symbolic of all manner of protections. Okie dokie. Yeah, I was thinking that was just a fight. I was not thinking that was a boss fight. Otherwise, I might not have summoned Lieutenant, although, given the fact that there were two of them, I think that was a fair fight. Okay, back to the entrance. Someone just died. Okay, we're gonna use these runes to level up. I suppose it's time to start putting more levels into vigor. Wow. Then after that, maybe strength. We'll have to figure out somewhere to put all of these levels. Oh. Okay, yeah, we might as well just use rune and level up one more time. Much to the chagrin of some people, I'm sure. I'm sorry, but I don't feel bad about being over-leveled. Because, yeah, this is a blind playthrough. It's not a challenge run, but anyways. Okay, onward. This looks like it's leading under the bridge, which leads to the Bestial Sanctum. Oh my goodness, that was close. Get out of here, mosquito. Who is summoning these boulders? Not cool, whoever it is. Ooh. I assume it's whoever is behind all of this. Lenne's Rise. Lenne. There's a Knight's Cavalry. Oh, gosh darn it. Whoops. I don't think we've seen one with an axe yet. Ouch, that really hurt. Oh, dodged much too early there. Oh, just out of reach. Gosh darn it. He's stuck between these four things. Friend. Oh. Okay, he's freed himself. We both missed our jumping attacks. One more hit. Ash of War, Bloodhound's Step. Bloodhound's Step, skill that allows the user to become temporarily invisible while dodging at high speed, moves faster and travels farther than a regular quickstep. This skill can be used to circle around lock-on targets. Cool. So quickstep basically, but yeah, with Flynn's ring added in for good measure. Okie dokie. So, yeah, the minor Erdtree is up there, so we'll have to return to the fork and go up if we want to reach the minor Erdtree. Otherwise... Oh, or we can just use the spirit spring that's there. So that's the Academy seal. What is the... What's the trick, though? Are we supposed to use the spirit spring? Try up. That's what I figured. That seems like a massive oversight for whoever installed this security system for this tower. Okay, whoops. I can see an elevator in there. Yeah, that's a slippery roof. Yeah, we'd have to go pretty far up. This is certain to end in death, I think. No. All right. Can knock over the books that are inside. There's got to be a hole in a window somewhere. Yeah, because it's not like that one place where they have an explicit riddle. Ah, these darn slippery roofs. All right. Maybe their security is airtight after all. I do not see any way in. Oh, man. Okay. Not the only one who seems to be struggling with this. Oh, that was a total fail. Chickened out at the last second. Even if we were to make that jump, I don't think there's anything up there. As in... no place to enter the rise from. Oh, it's this balcony, or it has to be. It's the only place I can see. Okay. Didn't expect down either. Oh, yes, we did it. Oh, that's a good feeling. Visions of Detour. Oh, it's one of the Academy head balls. Oh my goodness. We should have rested at the site of grace. Can a bunch of heads be poisoned? Waste of time. Alrighty. Okay, so this would have been the main entrance. And if this is like Randy's Rise, yeah, that just goes right back down to the main room. There better not just be a memory stone in here. I don't need any more memory stones. It's gonna be a memory stone, isn't it? Yep. Not entirely worth it, in my opinion. Just scoping out that area over there. Yeah, let us go underneath here and just make sure that this is what I think it is. The main room. It is indeed. Okay. Let's have a rest at the site of grace before proceeding. Okay, so we're gonna have to return here because that... Yeah, I guess there are two different bridges that lead to the Bestial Sanctum. This is one of them. The second one is up there. So, yeah, we're gonna have to take both paths to make sure that we're not missing anything. Okay, you know I love to loot some graves, so let's do it. And I love even more when we can loot graves in peace. And by loot, I guess loot is sort of used as like a neutral term. Really, we're robbing these graves. Oh, that works for me. So yeah, I wonder why there would be two bridges leading to that area. It isn't... I'm not sure what the purpose of that would be in world terms. Oh. Well, in gameplay terms, one of them has a dragon on it. The other one does not appear to have a dragon on it, so... But I don't suspect in-world they're like, alright guys, you know, there's a dragon on this bridge here, so there's a couple ways we can deal with it. One is we could take out the dragon, and the other one is that, you know, we could always just build a second bridge. Oh yeah, you know, I'm not really feeling dragon fighting right now, so let's just build a second bridge. Oh, lightning stuff. It's Fulgur Bloom. So I think this happened off camera, but I mentioned before the lightning that strikes in Limgrave. I'm pretty sure this is why it was striking there. You can see there's another Erdtree Avatar. So yeah, that's a pretty cool little touch. Fulgur Bloom thing. Okay, let's do it. Is this one also going to be a Putrid Avatar? Yep. Forgot about that. The splash damage. Literal splash damage. Oh, it rolled way too early. Oh, this jar is having issues. Oh, so did that. I thought we had enough distance. I was scratching my head. This guy's got a lot of HP. Oh, rolled right into that. I wonder, can you hurt the Avatar by bringing them to the lightning? I suppose we don't get hurt by the lightning, so I doubt it. Oh, dreadful. No, I rolled there. I don't know why I didn't respond. Oh, goodness. Keep completely misjudging the range. Not one of my better boss fights, this one. The lightning did strike me there. And there. Oh. Yeah, not my best effort. Where are my runes? Oh, right there. Whoops. Having to run away from the butt stomp really Makes this one a lot harder than the other one. The other ones, I should say. Come on. How did that hit me? Oh, I really should not have. I should have waited for the second attack. Well played. Well played. Oh, that's bad. I knew it. Okay, I think we're going to be a bit more cheeky. Again, I do wonder about the jars. Around every minor Erdtree, we have just a ton of jars. Oh. Did it just turn to face us? Looked that way for a second. Way too early. Oh no. To get my runes. should have waited for the follow-up attack. You really cannot roll backwards through that. Problem is you need to create distance, because then he's going to start coming at you halfway through that. So yeah, that's been my major issue, trying to avoid that. Okay, here we go. Got really lucky there that he missed that attack. Oh no! No! We're stuck. Opaline Heart Tear. Stone Barb Cracked Tear. Oh, that was intense. My goodness. A crystal tear formed slowly over the ages where the Erdtree's bounty falls to the ground. Can be mixed in the flask of wondrous physic. The resulting concoction temporarily boosts all forms of damage negation. Very nice. A crystal tear formed slowly over the ages where the Erdtree's bounty falls to the ground. Can be mixed in the flask of wondrous physic. The resulting concoction makes one's attacks more likely to break enemy stances. However, the effect lasts only for a short time. That is also potentially quite useful. Alrighty. Oh. Yet another spirit spring. Looks like we have some Erdtree guardians over there. Whew, we are just about out of time for today. So, just looking to see if there's anything that we need to pick up, any major things we need to wrap up, because I have got to go. And yeah, it looks like it's just a few Erdtree Guardians, and yeah, so so as to ensure that we're exploring the area in full, I think we're going to call it there, and then we'll return to this in the next episode. So thank you all very, very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.